Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now let's begin with the troubled aviation sector in Nigeria. To compound the already delicate situation in the sector, Emirates Airlines has announced suspension of its flight operations in Nigeria from the 1st of September. According to the airline, the suspension became necessary following its inability to repatriate its funds from Nigeria. In a statement, Emirates Airline stated that it has tried to repatriate funds from Nigeria without success, but will reassess the situation if something urgent is done. Abigail, for the sake of our viewers, please kindly shed more light on this.
Well, before now, they sent in a letter to Nigerian aviation authorities reducing the frequency of their flights to our country. And this was the same reason they gave, that they were struggling to repatriate their revenue, from Nigeria. So we were waiting to see if the CBN will be able to do something about that. Then they took this decision to stop flying into our country outright. The truth is, the CBN can hardly help the situation. There is a very serious Forex illiquidity issue in our country. It's compounded by the fact that petrol is the major guzzler of our foreign exchange. Between 60 to 70% of the Forex that we make go into importation of a product that it has pleased God to give us in abundance. It's a national disgrace that Nigeria is the only OPEC country that continues to import refined petroleum products from other countries of the world. All the countries that are major oil producers are making money during this Russia-Ukraine war. It is only Nigeria that is not making money during this period because of the subsidy regime that we have allowed to persist, that is suspected to be bleeding Nigeria, that we suspect that some people are using it to bleed our country. If the Saudi oil company, Aramco, can make $87 billion in just 6 months during this Ukraine war, and our own country, our foreign reserves have sunk to just about $15 billion. I'm not talking about revenue. There's a difference between revenue and profit. Aramco made $87 billion profit during this period.
Within 6 months.
6 months. Here we are. We are the only country not profiting from this war. Nobody wants war. I hate the war. But as an oil-producing country, this is supposed to be boom time for us. But we've been told that, no, we are not making money because the bulk of the money that we make gets used to pay for subsidy, 5-point-something trillion naira gone into subsidy payments and all that. The truth is, even the NNPC that is supposed to fetch Forex, because oil is our major foreign exchange earner. But we are seeing NNPC now coming, refusing to even remit to the Federation account. So if what the NNPC used to give to the CBN by way of crude oil sales has gone down drastically, and crude oil is our major forex earner, where will the CBN get the funds to be able to attend to the needs of these foreign companies? Because the way it is, some of them may leave our country, Some foreign direct investment that should come to our country won't come. Ghana overtook Nigeria
absolutely.
in the area of foreign direct investment because of this kind of problems. People don't want to come here and do business. You make money, you can't repatriate your money. It was not like that before. But these are signs that we have all kinds of problems that need to be addressed. And we need this foreign direct investment. We need it.
Adekunle, how pathetic does this appear to you?
Very, very pathetic because, you know, Emirates started by, you know, cutting down on its operations in Nigeria. It used to be 11 to Lagos every week, 5 to Abuja every week. It was reduced to Lagos, I think to 7 instead of 11. And by September 1st, they will suspend their operations until further notice. Because when you read their letter, they are suffering, you know, because of their inability to move funds. You know, they deal with contractors, they deal with suppliers, they deal with a lot. And they said that they even tried to even pay in Naira, which which is not even favorable to them, but the contractors declined. So at some point, it became impossible, you know, according to, if you read their letter. You see, the effect on this, the effect of this on businesses, on tourism, it's impossible to calculate. It's huge because people need to move around to do business, for tourism, for everything. And that's what keeps the economy going. So now, when a major player is going out, suspending its activities in Nigeria, the message it will be sending all over the world is that Nigeria is not a place for such businesses. And that's dangerous because that's not what we are. Yeah. But we have had ineptitude from the highest offices over the years. Because, just as Jide said, you will see that because of our inability to do the right things at the right time, we are not benefiting from anything. During this time, those who are not waging any war and are blessed, like our country, with crude oil, this is an opportunity. As at last, I think July, the EU was lobbying Nigeria, you know, that send gas to us. We need gas. You get my point? In a country where gas supply is even a crisis, a national crisis. So you see, we should send gas to them. So when you look at what is happening here, we are reaping the fruits of bad governance, bad policies, ineptitude, and it's so bad.
All right, gentlemen, let's quickly take Olawale from Ikorodu. Hello, Olawale.
Hello, good evening, Jumoke.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, Omar Tata.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Good evening, sir.
I'm my brother there.
Good evening, sir.
Don't let the economic don't let us the economic activity. The management of fiscal and monetary policy, the people concerned of disasters. Okay, and I don't know why the president decided to retain the finance as well as the of central bank. Okay, then when the president was coming to power, he said subsidy was a cap and there was nothing close to it. Then why did he continue with it? If the people who are so-called powerful people are not benefiting from it. Another dimension of this now.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Olawale. Thank you for your contribution. All right, gentlemen. Now, at the latter part of the letter, the airline said that should there be any positive reaction from the federal government, they might reevaluate their decision. What exactly do you think the federal government needs to do in this stance? Speak here.
Frankly, if you know the extent of the problem that we're facing, it will be difficult for the CBN to address this problem because Emirates is not the only airline, the foreign airline. Others too are facing the problem. There are all kinds of problems that foreign airlines are facing in our country. There was a time that some of them were even buying the aviation fuel outside Nigeria because it's a problem here. It's now like 903 naira per liter from just a little over 200 earlier in the year. So how can airlines plan when you can wake up one day and see more than 300% hike in the price of aviation fuel? So some of them will go to Ghana to buy aviation fuel. Some of them will go to countries near Nigeria to buy aviation fuel. They are really going through a lot. Now, there are other foreign companies facing the same problem. It just happens to be Emirates that is making all the noises about this matter. So if you do it for Emirates you are now obligated to do it for others. And I'm not sure they have that quantum of Forex that they can give out to these airlines. That sector is largely Forex denominated. The checks that they do, even the salaries of pilots, they get paid in dollars. So if you do not have access to it, the cost of operation, if you don't have ready access to the dollar, the cost of operation will go up. All the spares that they buy, the C checks, everything. We don't have a hangar here. It is testament to the terrible way our country has been managed that we do not have a hangar here where Nigerian airlines or foreign airlines can do their maintenance and even repairs. They can't. They will go all the way to France and other countries to do C-check. When they do the C-check, they will fly the airplane empty back to Nigeria. It's a lot of money. Whereas in the 80s, that place where you have Arik now used to be the hangar, where even Ethiopia Airline, the biggest Forex earner for their country, that was where they used to do C-check. We tell people, young people, that Nigeria used to be great. This Ethiopia Airline, that is one of the best 5 in the world, used to do the C-check here in Lagos. Emirates, that is clearly one of the best in the world. Today, if Boeing comes out with a new jet airliner, the Emirates will be one of the airlines that will buy the most units. This Emirates, Nigerian Airways, once donated planes to them. It's difficult to talk about these things and not get emotional. I mean, it's just terrible.
Adekunle, your final take before we move on.
I don't know the best way government can handle this, because even from what I heard, we have over 800 million dollar request as we speak. Maybe it's even more than that. And a country that is battling serious Forex crisis, maybe something the CBN could have done, I think, for long, because they've been on this for a long time. It didn't start 2-3 months ago. It started many months ago. I don't know. Maybe promise, hold on, exercise more patience and all that, instead of escalating it to worse, crisis.
All right, gentlemen, let's move